Welcome to the InfoWars Nightly News. I'm Darren McBreen. It is Friday, May 31st, 2013. And here's a quick look at what's coming up.
Tonight, the war in Syria heats up. Assad boasts Russia will deliver anti-aircraft missiles to Syria as an American woman is killed today, fighting with al-Qaeda allied rebels. The same American-supported rebels caught planning a terrorist attack in Turkey with sarin gas. All that and more on tonight's InfoWars Nightly News.
Now we begin this evening with the conflict in Syria, as tensions throughout the region have escalated to the point of a possible preemptive attack by Israel. This in retaliation to the recent discovery that Russia will deliver anti-aircraft missiles to Syria, which could provoke the Israelis to launch a future strike against the weapons. And this from The Guardian. Syria's President Bashar al-Assad has said Russia will deliver anti-aircraft missiles to Syria, a claim likely to dramatically increase tensions in the region and which could provoke the Israelis to launch a future strike against the weapons. These are the long-range S-300 air defense rockets straight out of Moscow. Now, President Assad says that all of Syria's agreements with Russia will be implemented, and parts of them have already been implemented, indicating that perhaps, some of the air defense rockets have already arrived in Syria. Meanwhile, senior Israeli figures signaled the possibility that Israel could in the future launch a preemptive attack on Syria with a view to destroying the S-300s, which Israel considers a threat. In fact, the Israeli defense minister said they could not afford to allow the rockets to become fully functional. And there is a great concern that the Russian delivery of rockets to Syria could start a destructive Syrian-Israeli war. And no doubt, the United States and Russia could get involved. This could be the beginning of World War III. So, a dangerous situation developing right now in Syria. And don't forget that, it's U.S. intervention in the arming of al-Qaeda militants in Syria that sparked the civil war and started this whole bloody mess to begin with. In fact, an American woman and two other Westerners who were killed while fighting on the side of FSA, that's Free Syrian Army rebels in Syria, were found with an al-Nusra flag. And that's the al-Qaeda group that killed the, U.S. troops in Iraq. Now they are the primary fighting force in the country, backed by the United States and your tax dollars. How does that make you feel? You support al-Qaeda. The al-Nusra terrorist organization, well, they are now the leading fighting force in Syria. The FSA rebels are joining them. CNN is reporting that the American woman and the two Westerners that were killed, well, they were in possession of the al-Qaeda flag. 29 different FSA rebel outfits have pledged their allegiance to al-Qaeda. And they are out there ransacking Christian churches. They're burning U.S. and Israeli flags and singing songs that glorify Osama bin Laden. In fact, some of their units are even called Osama bin Laden brigades. And that, my friends, those are the terrorist organizations that are backed by, well, the Obama administration, NATO. They're supporting Syria. And these are bloodthirsty terrorists. And now they're even talking about supplying the rebels with heavy weaponry after Russia's decision to greenlight the delivery of air defense systems to Assad. So what a mess. And to make matters worse, al-Qaeda mercenaries in Syria, or should I say al-Qaeda mercenaries, well, they've been caught with sarin gas. This according to Turkish officials. This is concrete evidence that CIA mercenaries operating in Syria under the leadership of the al-Nusra Front, well, it's a terrorist group aligned with al-Qaeda. They are in possession of deadly sarin gas, and they plan to use it against the Syrian army. But you watch, in typical NATO-U.S. false flag fashion, the Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels. And Obama will finally have his excuse to intervene militarily. So there is a good chance that in the not-so-distant future, we might be seeing a false flag terror attack in Syria. I'm Darren McBreen, and these are some of the new items that are available now at InfoWarsShop.com. Alert the public to Obama's blatant abuse of power with the new Obama t-shirt. Obama's Joker face on the front and "Come and Take It" on the back. It's time to publicly call him out for what he is, a tyrant. Defend the Second Amendment with our top seller "Come and Take It" t-shirts. And look at that, women's cut tank tops and t-shirts now available. Nice hat. Plus the "Don't Tread on Me" flag. And now you can become a micro distributor of the InfoWars magazine. Plus, get your own copy delivered right to your door each and every month. And if you're tired, like I am, of you and your family being exposed to polluted drinking water, get the Pro One high-performance water filter. It gets rid of all pathogenic bacteria, cyst, fluoride, heavy metals, and numerous other contaminants. So join the revolution at InfoWarsShop.com.